Hello and welcome back, everyone. We did stream this morning. We're streaming again now, at least for a short little stream. I did want to play a little bit more. I was having fun with the Better Politics mod, which is all of this, and also with Morgenroete, where we hadn't quite really gotten to our stride in terms of the mechanics of Morgenroete just yet, because we did start with someone who was relatively backward in Russia. We're doing pretty good now. We are winning the great game pretty handedly at this point. Shout out to us. Caucasian War still inconclusive, but it will go our way, as will Afghan Protectorate and influence over Persia. We've secured this. We will secure the Persian border, so we are in pretty good shape. I think that we are going to get the northern Manchuria border here kind of cleaned up, and we will have ourselves a little bit of a late night stream. Hello, he who pisses. You must piss. That seems true. So I'm thinking that we're just going to return state CV these guys. Hopefully Great Britain doesn't side against us. Oh, we should have forced the play. That was a little bit of a leak there. If we forced the play, I think it said something like 11% chance that they don't join against us, so we are acquire a piece of art, which we had sent out before we got stuff done. We're going to make the war reparations primary here. We want to have as few war goals non-primary as possible. If they back down, they back down. We're hoping they don't. We could put this in for another half an infamy to get the guaranteed thing, but we're going to go for this. And if we have to fight him twice, we have to fight him twice. That's not too big a deal. We are building a little bit of publishing industries in some areas, because they do provide a very nice flat bonus. We'll probably look to export those. And we researched a very ubiquitous and useful water tube boiler. The great tech of the water tube, which has been boiled, but more importantly dirred, as one does. We are mainly going to focus on society tech. I think we have a research focus, and that research focus is society tech. Practical academia. Did we not change onto this? Oh, we're currently changing focuses. But that's what we're going for here. We're going to try and pay a little bit more attention to the Morgenroete stuff. At least now. This is Better Politics going alright. Really do like Better Politics mod quite a bit. Glad that people agitated for playing it. Hey, Koryak, Mooseman, how goes it? How you doing? How you feeling? Good evening. Another scientific article. Nice. But we are going to mainly find ourselves in society tech because we want to kind of win some of the culture stuff. Labor organization. We are getting research points for that somewhere. I think we might go tourism, which gives us an additional company. Could go bankrolling. The important thing is that we continue to push some of these tier 3s. We could even just push human rights. We do want to go kind of ahead of time on some things. The question is let's actually go early archaeology. That will help our archaeology department. We might be able to be kind of the first one on the scene there. I think we do have in the queue here, yeah, EOS universities, that's economies of scale. I know sometimes we don't explain a lot of the stuff that we do very often, too often, but one of the really big reasons why you go universities, you push them to economies of scale, is because they benefit a lot from throughput. Most of the value, or most of the expenses of the university is in the wage, and the higher the proportion of the expenses in the wage, especially for government buildings, the more valuable throughput is, because throughput increases goods and output, but it doesn't increase wages. And so, you do want to be doing this. Better Politics is super fun. The game feels novel again. What's this? I'm kind of enjoying their law passing system. I think it might be... It feels like you have a much greater sense of agency when you can do various things to sway people to a particular side. But the sample size is just too small. Did you see the Reddit post? 21 billion GDP? What about it? I think theoretical top GDP is over 30 billion. I think we got over 20 billion with our UK run. Although 21 billion is, I think, impressive on this patch. It depends on who they started as, and if they Turtle Island. I kind of, in my head, Turtle Island's just like, anything that's done with Turtle Island just doesn't kind of count. Or it counts, but it counts in, it only counts if you're comparing other Turtle Island runs. It doesn't, like, not count. It's not, like, that level of, take your ball and go home type of thing, but it's also just very, very different to get free annexation on everyone. What are we doing? We can't make primary the Korea Protectorate, so I think we will not actually put in anything there. Can we clean this up? Where are you guys from? Caucasus? We don't necessarily want to disband them, but let's give them forced march and a little bit of supplements. And medical support? Oh, I guess not. Let's actually make them into a offensive squad. And then some of these smaller armies will just disband. I don't know where they're from, but they'll figure their way into some other army. What mods do you use? We are using... I should really figure out how to make the mod command work. You know what? I'm going to put that on my to-do list. I have a... starting to do a to-do list again. This is the very old and arcane method, but if we're gonna play modded, we should maybe have the commands. Will you ever do a Cuba run? Cuba run's not out of the question. That's definitely something we could do. I'm not currently planning on a Cuba run anytime soon, though. Alright, our last chance here. To change something. A little bit of musical tradition for us. Not all glitters, etc. Additional work teams. Hell yeah, brother. We'll modernize our construction yet. Political rigidity increased by 20. That's not what we want. We're decaying to 80 though, so I guess it doesn't really matter too much because we're over 66 either way. Looks like some people changed their opinion on that law, but we're still going to see it through. Getting some musical tradition. Looks like the Octoberist party is, in fact, winning. I think we're just gonna try and push the music tradition as much as possible. Our economy is really starting to come up now. Who is it that is in our block there's someone in our block that's not our subject. I think it's Greece. Also Bulgaria. But also Greece. We're looking to see who we can maybe subjugate. Oh, I think we did subjugate someone already. I just can't remember who it was. We're colonizing Turkmenia now, which is nice. Looks like we're gonna have a good shot at getting Sakhalin, and we will now have... We are playing with the more companies mod. And so now that we get another company slot... Or do we? Yeah, we do. We can maybe think about trying to find other companies that we could use. So we are using more companies mod. Bureaucratic approval, bureaucracy, text spread for society. A little bit intriguing. I'm not sure how much we're going to get from text spread. That's kind of a hard one to square. Minus mortality per wealth is kind of an interesting modifier. Maximum innovation investment is actually pretty nice. It's going to be very hard to get the prosperity bonus on this. We do have to keep in mind that prosperity bonuses are going to kind of be locked. We do want to get investment banks at some point. Shenbao. Beijing be incorporated. This is kind of a nice company. The extra approval. I think maybe in the context of beta politics, it's maybe not so good. I haven't figured out the block mechanics. I made my first block in Japan the other day and couldn't invite everyone. This was even after breaking up China and liberating a load of countries. Yeah, you have to get a lot of agreements with them. That's how you generate a lot of leverage. So if you take a look here, so we, for example, have a lot of leverage over Montenegro, and a lot of this is a result of Power Block Embassy. So Power Block Embassy is a kind of new interaction that is much easier to achieve when you have really high cohesion. It's much easier to get people to accept the Power Block Embassy. And so this is probably, to some extent, going to be your bread and butter. Let's find the interaction here. We could talk about it. Don't talk about it, be about it. We get our first wee-woo of the stream. So this interaction. So it'd be much easier for us to, you know, pull people in. And look, we could just get one with so many different people. And they caused zero, they caused zero diplo, so like pretty much anyone who you're going to plan on getting in this way, it's going to be really useful. Syria, like, we might want to subjugate, like, militarily, so in that case we wouldn't want the ticking positive relations. Tainan is a subject of the UK. Maybe let's cause some trouble. We see that the Roman Republic and Hungary, in particular, are maybe a little bit easier to get in here. So, with Hungary specifically, why don't we come in and start improving relations so that we can hope to get some agreements down the road. But let's continue looking at some of these. So, Shenbao kind of looks intriguing. Maximum innovation investment. That is a good one. There are some of these that are just very, very strong, and I think maybe we should play for those. It's unfortunate that the way the companies have changed, they can never acquire like ownership of the manor houses for like this mechanic here in the more companies thing. The more loyalists from political movements is kind of a useless mechanic. We've not seen it generate that much loyalists. I think they generate them kind of all in one go, actually. But you don't get ticking loyalists. We could do the tried and true. We already have a steel company, though. We already have a coal company. See, it's possible that we should have done Lil Pop and Co. and done this instead of New Russia Limited, the Kaiping Mining Company. I hope in a future update, Paradox changes sulfur PMs to be more realistic. It's a weird resource at the moment. Isn't it kind of a combo of multiple, like, minerals that have chemical... It's like an abstraction for, like, all chemical-oriented minerals, right? High investment institutions should have more potential negatives, at least some institutions, though I'm not sure that'd be interesting or annoying. It's always a careful balance between something being playable versus, you know... Korean homeland. That would be nice. State construction efficiency. Yeah, maybe we should have taken some Korean dirt. It seems like they have some pretty good companies here. So get as many diplomatic agreements as you can? Yeah, pretty much. Not all are equal in the ways of generating leverage. In particular, the one we showed and guarantee independence are quite good. Trade agreements also decent, mainly because trade agreements is kind of pretty good, independent of other considerations. Imperial Bank of China. Government construction. Oh, this is the equivalent of a bank. Or it uses the same slot as a bank. Banks are like super OP. We could go for a Canal company, but that's kind of boring. We could go for a munitions company. Try and stack minus mill goods cost. That's maybe not insane. We don't have any boom boom industries right now, though, so that we would just be waiting on putting it in. I think we'll maybe sit on our slot for a while, which is probably not good. We'll oscillate between researching this and that. See, we had guaranteed Bulgaria's independence so that we could invite them to our power block. Was the idea. We probably don't need to guarantee their independence anymore. What's your favorite bank company so far? We haven't taken a close look at it. The thing is, the companies, they were like a lot different to evaluate, the bank companies. Before, you know, we changed things up. And you know what? Here's the thing is, we probably should not be using New Limited if State Bank of Russian Empire is going to be what we use, because there's, like, overlap here. Loyalists from high legislative ability seems good. Maximum cash reserves. Capitalist investment pool contributions, 6%. That's kind of the important one. extra dividends reinvestment and dividends efficiency is kind of a funny modifier because they're like doing two different things. If you're not reinvesting it, you're getting it as dividends. And so our other option will probably be the Bank of China. Education access that's wealth-based. So the other one doesn't give education access. This gives less reinvestment and dividend efficiency, but we don't really care too much about that. I think this is 1% capitalist investment pool contribution. This also is the tooling workshop, but it has wood, which we don't have on the other one, and clothing, which we don't have, and rice farms. We'll probably do the Imperial Bank of China. Oh, this requires Suzhou. That's interesting. We could take the rest of the state, then we would lose our treaty port. That actually kind of would feel kind of bad. We maybe should have conducted ourselves differently had we known we were going to do that. Let's pin this. Yartisk. Octisk. Let's get that started. Are we not advancing? We are. Finish your recent India playthrough. It seems like one is easily able to run the limits of abstractions placed by the developers just by focusing on material issues of the period. I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that. Limits of the abstractions placed by the developers is a very non-specific way of wording something. The abstractions as it relates to what? The like material relationships in game? I suggested to a developer the other day on the Discord that maybe they should just merge all the laborers in a state together into just a pool of laborers, because wages tend to flow kind of similarly. For at least the working class members. The dev seemed a little bit upset about it. Or he seemed to think I was really wrong. Which, to be fair, I might be wrong. It was like a performance saving thing. Where it's, that's effectively what EU5 is going to be doing. Still streaming? No, we just started a second session. Good evening, Jack. Good evening. So, still streaming implies that it's from the morning session. Which I wanted to play a little bit more, and then I'm like, well, this session's almost certainly going to be a lot shorter, though. Because I have other stuff I need to work on. I have a to-do list. I have a to-do list. Literacy's not so good. Hoping that this actually feels good. The religious schools, the fact that religious schools get a discount and we're going to get a discount from our mandate, it might be that religious schools actually feel really good because these stack additively, I think, where we get minus institution cost of 50%. And then specifically if you go private education, you get minus 40% if they stack additively. The 10% cost institutions may be worth it. If you want state construction efficiency, take Bangkok and Siam, Korea's homeland, Sweden's homeland, and Lima in Peru is the easiest. Yeah, I think we knew about the Lima one. Bangkok and Siam. I think we're going to try and play a little bit themey, because we are doing the themey one. A writer gains -5 reputation. Not like this. Although that's going to give us much faster speed regarding them. Oh my god, I forget about this. I actually kind of like... I low-key hate this mechanic. How you don't get any more colonization if you don't build a port. I think it should auto-queue a port. Or, like, that should not be a thing. That's, like, such a... It 100% as a simulation, this makes sense. And, like, I get it. But, like, as from a playability perspective, it's actually incredibly frustrating. Alright. So we do continue. Or... Wait, what is this? Free markets criticized. We must have hit a requirement, but we had to be at peace. Alright. The market will provide. Definitely. Soul is profiteering. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? But we should finish codified Chinese border. The ruler of the East. Primorier gets ruler of the East permanently. Upper strata pops just everywhere, or in Primorier? I think that's just Primorier, so we'll get the power projection. Where do we not have tax? And also have qualifications. Running out of states that fit that bill, huh? I think we want to keep trying to incorporate. And we also have to get a bit of this float for purposes of law. Get our second wee-woo. People be dying tonight. Shout out to safety. Wear a seatbelt, everyone. My bad, he has a life. Not much. Not much of one. By the sheer volume of videos I put out, you guys could infer that I play a lot of video games. Sup, chat? Hey, Tank Sauce. How's it going? I mean, I did a little bit of reading. That was nice. We have to try and think what we're waiting for, actually, exactly. There was something that we were specifically waiting for. What was it? Because if we don't know, we should slot in a company while we can here. You know, the enormous throughput on the buildings makes me almost want to do, like, one of the other buildings. Like, something like this, where by hitting the publish industries with it, we can just massively get the public industries under these guys. Kind of under their thumb. $5%, interests and also paper mills are not terrible. I guess we have a few of these that are affecting. Actually, you know what? 10% bureaucracy. I'm kind of on board for that. With the publishing industry. Moscow. I'm back. What happened with that Mexico guarantee? Mexico's doing fine. We haven't guaranteed them. We're floating interest there, though. With the intention of helping them. Should it come to that. I think we're okay receiving that. I'm shocked that our trade routes are not better. Oh, you know what? China closed their market, and that's why we Got it, got it, got it. We never put in those trades. China went isolationism. I don't think we want to export that anyway. Glass, probably not. We can export artillery to the Qing so they start actually using it. I don't think we like that idea. But yeah, this treaty port is going to be so useful to us because China went isolationism. Which means that we're like going to be the only ones trading with them. Oh, look at that, baby. We can arbitrage opium. Export to the Confederacy. But look at this. That's gonna make our bank. Sucks we're not gonna get that banking company. Unless we were to like take and incorporate Suzhou, but then we lose our treaty port. It doesn't seem worth it. I think we'll just not have the exact company we want. Grand Columbia run when? We did Grand Columbia not too long ago, so not anytime soon. We did it on stream. We are on consideration. Could also generic steels may be okay, but I think we already did one of those negative events. We don't want to stack too many of them. Hola, Philemon. How's it going? How you be? How you doing? How's it hanging? What's up? When do we win the great game? You have to get less than a GP, or every country in the Caucasus, Central Asia, and Persia is the subject of one of the two of us. Got it. Are we making money? That's not allowed. That's against the Huas. So we do finish. Magnetic storm has hit the Earth. Yikes. Someone gets a discovery. Alright. Our guy observes it. I think now we should be able to slot in the company. Shenbao. Oh, Shenbao just the same as this other one? The Moscow one? I'm not seeing the one that we kind of were trying to set ourselves up for. It was paper and publishing. This was like Moscow something, or is in Moscow. It looked like Shenbao, but it wasn't Shenbao. Was it this one? Ingria level 2. Wasn't Russian publishing. This one. Moskovskiye Vedomotsy. So Moscow Incorporated, yes. Publishing industries. Ah, they need to have greater than level 0 on paper as well. Okay, fair enough. Fair, fair, fair. You caught us there. Caught us not reading, as they often do. Electricity. Telegraph system fails. Interesting. I remember Argentina. Oh, maybe we did it as Argentina. And not as, But the problem is the playthrough would be very similar. Do we have the ability? No, not yet. Nice mandate, bro. Some people be pissed. I think the bureaucracy... Do we have one that's better than bureaucracy and gentry assembly? I think that might just be the soup we're swimming in. Wait, what's the other bank? Imperial Bank of China. This one requires Suzhou. But what about this one? Daqing Bank. Trade route competitiveness, nationalization, investment return. This one's, I don't know, but it does have paper. It does have rice in it. I kind of really like the idea of rice throughput, and it just needs, Beijing needs to have a high financial district level. Currently they have none. Yikes. Huh. Let's maybe put these on auto expand. And I believe you're more likely to roll ownership in the state location you're in. I know this is going to incorporate soon, 28 months. Popular newspaper. Did a Siam run on VTM way back when? I think in 1.5? That was a while back. Yeah, and then it got bricked because I got like perma crashing Victoria Tweaks mod, which is no longer supported. It has number of max companies, so it's almost free. It is free except for you can only slot in one bank. You can only use one bank, so it's effectively like an additional slot that you have to decide between which bank you want to use. And the problem is the bank that's like the Russia bank is like already... It's stepping on the toes of our other company. Citizens National Banks may be okay, though. We would want the one that has the biggest capitalist investment pool contribution as well. But the Bank of Communications. Okay, actually. Hold up. This is a whole bunch of industries that we don't have. Urban center throughput and railway building throughput. I think that we'll go for this one. Why is multiple ones of these have to be in Suzhou? What's up with that? Maybe that's a bug? That's like the third company that's in Suzhou. And I mean, we could go for a lot of different companies. The additional companies, it's like, if this bank is Suzhou, then we'll know that there's something funny going on. Some funny business. See? New York or Cali. Oh, I remember thinking California had really good stuff. Oil and gold is pretty nice. Could just look to take California. Is that a Russia thing to do? To attack California? I think we'll try and get relations a little bit better with Mexico. But this will also give us an adjacency with Mexico. We could also liberate California, but I think we want it as a state. It's just going to get more expensive. So we maybe wait until it won't put us over 15 infamy. Especially because we already did the Great Game stuff, basically. Well, we haven't concluded out the Great Game, I guess, but... Does it have to do with the state with the most population? Ah, you might be onto something with that. A bright mind. We kind of actually want them to not get progress in Hokkaido. I guess as long as we get Sakhalin, we're kind of okay. We're kind of chilling. Nice. Cause without a rebel. Do we like this agitator? I think we do. Support movements I think we like. Moria, I think it's not going to have qualifications. We have so much legislative ability, I think it's fine. State has a beer flag. Clearly it's Russia. Yeah, they were asking for it, exactly. Why would they wear a flag like that if they didn't want it? Are these companies with the new patch? No, it's more companies, more unique companies mod. The Shuzhou bug companies aren't a bug, I don't think. There's a spreadsheet of the companies, a link to workshop, and there's 3 Shuzhou companies listed. That's fascinating. Interesting. Hey journalists, good morning. Is it Russia nerf significantly? Well, we're playing with a few mods that make it this not necessarily representative, but I think Russia has really significant qualifications problems at the start, so yeah, probably. You don't... Oh, we don't have a port in Sac... Good shout. I freaking hate this, actually. This happens... I mean, maybe it's just we have to get used to it, but this is also incredibly frustrating. You don't get colonization progress unless you build a port. I really just want a port to automatically be put in the queue. I'm fine with the abstraction that we need a port. That actually makes sense. Like, as a simulation, that seems fine, but I really would like it to just automatically put a port in the queue because I'm incompetent. Alright, let's try that. Let's try and get a bestseller. Baby. So... yeah. Wait, why are you live again? The bot said I had to go live. Because he's broke? The truth hurts. Why does journalist look so sleepy all the time and he keeps putting out videos? Hey, Yankees fan. This should have been an Ethiopia run. Ethiopia was an option when we pulled where we were going to play. And when I say that, I'm lying. It was never an option. Rotary press, nice. We maybe shouldn't be using the labor-saving PM, but as far as creating demand goes, that's like the labor-saving PM that creates demand for in the best way for us, I think. Thank you so very much. Deegan says you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. It was only ever an option. It lost by 1 vote. This guy's got jokes. Alright, this is the one I think we want. Game didn't like that very much, but okay. Oh, you know what? It's going to be hard as hell to get the prosperity bonus, isn't it? No, maybe not. But this 10% bureaucracy, it's going to be... Loud car keeps me awake, basically. Not the loud cars themselves, but they haunt my dreams. Less than a day. Alright, then let's separate out some of the cavalry. I think actually... Oh, we can't disband them. Rip the dream. Let's send 6 to the Caucasus army then. So that way we have Exaxes on our landing squad. And let's actually also just increase this. Do we have any unemployed people? We do. Not too many, though. It'll give us 50. Let's do something like that, maybe. Transfer subjects. I don't think so, my guy. Kind of want Mexico to just back down here. Florida Man 407. What a name. What a time to be alive. Could go for New Grenadine war reps. We could also just nab Panama right now. We even have an interest in everything. The thing is, they are fairly likely to back down. Yeah, I'm so excited for this 10% bureaucracy, you have no idea. Maybe bureaucracy's not that good because you're going to eventually want to overcome tax waste anyways. Actually not sure how to evaluate that. Surely Mexico backs down. No, they don't, and stop calling me Shirley. I don't think we want forced march on these guys. Now that they are our big squad. Dear sirs, you are playing with the big boys now. Playing with the big boys at this moment in time. Take Baja so the border isn't cringe. Nah, the border's gonna be cringe as hell. Baja is not worth it. Dostoevsky. I don't care if he's not the best writer, we're promoting him. This is what the literature is all about. Choosing the wrong choice. Oh, we can't deport him. He's not reputable enough. Dostoevsky. Dostoevsky. Please. Not like this. Feels bad, man. Yikes. Where are people starving to death, man? Well, the headquarters is here too. It's fantastic. Let's put this in the queue. Tired of looking at it. Huh. Completely lost my train of thought. Surely we were not anticipating building trains, or that was not the plan. We wanted food industries, that's what it was. In places we thought might be starving. So Ural's got a little bit of red. I think this place is isolated, right? Is that the problem? I think Ural also had a little bit of a problem. It's not incorporated? Yikes. Stonks, that's true. So we must have just hit prosperity and look, several hundred here. We can make a cabinet for who's in charge of education. Oh, that's almost a full level of institution there. You ever get Stellaris or not in your cup of tea? I played a bit of Stellaris, not a ton. You know, I saw the stream ping in Discord and I thought it was a bot fail. It actually pinged twice. I deleted one of the pings. On-screen chat, delay is so cooked, it reversed the order of your messages, rip the dream. Can you pass legacy slavery? Can we? No. No shot, no chance. We're in the process of, putting someone in our cabinet. Wealth-based education access is pretty big. Oh, but minus 2% education access. That's maybe not so good. I saw the wealth-based and my brain shut off. I think we like education access for peasants, to be honest. We have a ton of peasants. So maybe we do this one. Shout out to them. And we're starting to move away from the religious folk in terms of representation in the cabinet, which I think is good for us. And then we can also just increase this to level... Oh, there's max level 6? Hot. That's not going to even be that expensive. It's going to be really good. I think we could probably do a second level of colonial affairs. And then We have our country is coming along. Our nation is building strength. Not sure where we're supposed to go from here. I guess we get restricted child labor. Everyone's kind of a fan of that. And we'll increase the institution even further for education. And then our literacy will really pop off, and we will become one of the great nations of the world. We will join Europe in the quest for culture, or the rest of Europe in the quest for culture. Did it ping twice because you went live twice? Yes. I went live using, like, not the formatting I should, so I immediately ended it and then went live again. Why are you putting them in a cabinet? Don't they come out of the closet? They'll be in a cabinet and they'll like it. Can we do an expedition of science? No, not yet. Let's document some native animals, dogs. Well, maybe dogs, but maybe not. How many peasants do we have? A freaking lot. It's about 2 peasants per gainfully employed. General has 3 live streams in one day. Amazing. Just need to get caught up with the second one. Yeah, dog. I think it's like just 30 seconds of the starting student screen. I don't think we've deleted it yet. We will delete it. Can you imagine, like, watching the ad just to watch 30 seconds of starting soon and then it ends? That's how you lose subscribers right there. Alliance with France is pretty nice. I think we're okay with that. I mean, they are just randomly fighting these guys right now. To finish the great game, we do need to get everyone in the strategic regions on our side, and that's Persia and these guys, so we need Chitral. We share a border with Chitral. Yeah, keep going touring. My great author. Spread your wings across the world. Prussia rivals us, probably because they're fighting it up with France, huh? I definitely like how the metagame's not, like, you're just locked in on freaking playing nice with literally every GP anymore. We might be over-adjusting, though. Means like 2/3 of pops will get a bonus on education access. Yeah, that's so huge. Just watch 2 minutes of ads. I hope General's live stream is so good. It's all like this. It's like, wow, General's live stream is only 3 minutes. He must have had something really important to get off his chest. It's just starting student for 30 seconds. You know what you could do to help people with those ads? Enable memberships. Not like this. He's so right. He's so right. Why did some of the Indian miners free? Because did they rebel or something? Yeah, they got the Schism event. The Raj got some of the stuff, but not all the stuff. Add memberships and only respond to members and their comments. Pay to play comment section. Hell yeah. Just make it so you can't even comment. Members only. George Washington's army. The New York newspapers are all about a black woman named Joyce Hess, who claims to have been George Washington's nanny. This woman is a whopping 161 years old. What the hell? There's no doubt about that fact. That's true. I don't doubt it at all. Even if she said she was 500 years old, no one would have questioned it. Moreover, P.T. Barnum. The plot thins. The promoter of the show showed us the proof, the delivery slip he had received from her when she was a slave. It was dated 1727 and stated that Joyce Hess was purchased by Augustine Washington, George Washington's father. Wow, that's crazy. Wow, to sell. Shout out to Washington. Man, the truth hurts when all your founding fathers were slave owners, huh? I think playing nice with all the GPs was overrated before. Half of them wouldn't get the bankroll tech until more than halfway through the game. Yeah, but then they would be so good. They'd be so good when their economy was 30 million and your economy was like 500 million, and they'd bankroll you and they'd immediately turn into a minor power. And then you just subjugate them. Well, this Generalist Path of Exile livestream 12 minutes must be action-packed. Honestly, that's my best livestream ever. Does mod have a function to support political parties cloud over time? You can already do... Oh, the parties cloud? I don't think with the parties. I think the cabinet positions might give them clout over time, though. I'm not sure what all goes into it. I know... or my understanding is, like, the more rigid you are, the more this favors institutions, and the less rigid, more it favors ideologies. If I recall correctly. Which I might not. Say a propaganda feature. Propaganda feature. I did try a religion power block, divine economics. I thought it was really easy to maintain high taxes as Italy. Was this after the new patch? They don't give... It doesn't give loyalists from standard living changes, does it? I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Does it give way more Catholics more wages? Yeah. Yeah, the wage modifier is starting to seem good. I'm not 100% sure, but it does seem good. Invisible cry, not like this. Gaza, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, little one. Oh no, yellow fever in the Congo. Not like this. So now we're colonizing Sakhalin. Now we get triage immediately after yellow fever. Shout out. Sound off. We're about to get the next levels in some of these. Really gonna come along. Oh, that's so much for composer progress, it feels like. Oh no, we sent him to Congo. That's where the yellow fever is. I hope that doesn't matter. Maybe it was Congo with a C. Maybe we hate that writer. Maybe this is how we get Dostoevsky on. We send the other writer to die of, yellow fever. BPM restores Argentina to its rightful color of proper blue. All's right in the world. Yes, yes. You can raise taxes, they won't be mad with 1450 SOL. Yeah, this is something I was thinking about, is how it's a little bit interesting, but I think that Stuff that increases wages is really good in the early game and then gets bad in the late game, maybe. But we don't have enough late game reference experience, but I don't think we can push the next tier right now. Currently, I don't think we can push very high with what we got set up. Netherlands wants a trade agreement. We can maybe pull them into our block sometime soon. Welcome to the block party, brother. And then Montenegro is actually probably not even worth it as a block member, to be honest. Mecklenburg. Damn, I thought it was Netherlands or Hungary is kind of what we want. Or Peru, Bolivia. Just everyone who's good is out of reach. You hate to see it. What's your favorite company from the mod? I don't know. That's a tough one. I don't know if I have like a specific favorite. I guess I kind of like the banks. I think the banks are a little interesting. Just in general, the idea of having a bank slot specifically and then has a little bit of more interesting texture. The thing is like, I'm not sure I like the companies that are like super OP or something like this, you know? And so, like, the question is, which one's the one that's best? Is the one that gives just mines throughput to every mine? Probably. Inspirational, indeed. Alright, we're going to swap off of doing this, and we're going to switch to this. The idea is we gained a whole bunch of progress, and then once we get more of the previous tier, we'll be able to hit early archaeology and this relatively early, while still like benefiting from nat spread. What are you doing? Leave? Porous, I am alone. I don't know if we want to mix it up for them, though. Do we have a bigger eco than Great Britain? Man, my kingdom for that bug to not happen anymore. Okay. Wow, Great Qing's GDP is... Oh, we've taken stuff from them, that's why. Of course, Great Britain's stronger than their GDP suggests. They're also played by the AI. Nerf banks, basically. More agriculture is clearly better than mines. Clearly answer to nerfing banks is including economic and financial mod to the mix. I'm not sure how that would affect things. By having more than one completed tech from next tier, you diverse choices of tech spread for other powers once they research that tier, which could further delay archaeology. There we go, that's true. I think it was your dipstick. Why is it whenever you subjugate Persia, they're always very mad? The pops and the AI never actually handle the gameplay as a subject. Because they're giving you money? Yeah, they do be real match, though. We could annex them. I think that'd be a pretty penny on our infamy, though. But that is something that we'd want in an abstract sense. Let's move a little bit more. You ready to give it up? You are. Perfect. We can incorporate. Oh, I thought Mexico was going to be a 5-year incorporation. It doesn't get Yankee culture until the USA takes it. God, that's stupid. Alright, he survived his run-in with yellow fever. That's not a bad chance. Nice. A little nature reserve. Feels like our laws are starting to kind of poke through a little bit. Check Persia popgraphs, they always die in starvation, even with the agri mandate. Well, technically them dying isn't necessarily... Well, them emigrating, if they're emigrating, this is okay. Isn't it funny how it'd be beneficial for you right now if America did Manifest Destiny just for incorporation time? Yeah. I have a feeling America's got some internal problems. They're going through it. Let's quarantine. Nice. One day we will dream of something called evolution. And then we will learn that the apes together are strong. Do get ourselves a chemist. So we're going to sponsor a new academic, and then we're going to want a geologist, because we don't have one of those yet. We also don't have a paleontologist or an archaeologist, but our chemist... Well, this guy can look for new animals, and our chemist, what can he do? Isolate an element? I guess we gotta theorize an element first. He's gotta come up with ideas. He's gotta go back to the lab. California's Yankee culture always has been not like this. No Yankees equals no Yankee culture equals... equals stupid somehow. Well... it's stupid that it matters, like, so much. Because we can flood it with new immigrants. Maybe if we flood it with... Like, so it should be the case if we flood it with Russians that Russia becomes the primary culture, but that's not how it works. So, America always loses the Civil War, not like this. Confederates conscript and the Union doesn't? Yeah. Is it the same mod that has the events thing, are humans, apes, animals debate? I think so. Or I'd imagine. Did you put the cars to sleep? Why is no background so quiet? Bro, we had 2 ambulances and like 3 loud cars already. You just haven't been watching long enough. Something, they took a New York baseball team, basically. It's properly named New York now. We could take it so we could rename it. There could be exactly 0 Yankee there, but they did Manifest Destiny. They will get Yankee Homeland, and Homeland's all that matters. That's what's stupid? Yeah. They're going through it. They are going through it. The harem of the Arab king. Is that like in the Hall of the Mountain King, but Arab? I think we can incorporate here, no? We got some more states. Let's do something like this. We will need more of these, but... Again, going where we're having qualifications. Starting to get more locations with qualifications. Ooh, it would be a great destination here. Yeah, literacy. Look at that literacy climb start. Hell yeah, brother. Confederates can generally manifest twice the conscripts in the USA because they're insurrectionary country buff or whatever it's called. Oh, interesting. New York hasn't done anything but supply you with all your power for 4 patches. That's true. Rip like New York being so good. The Harem of the Arab King is a book I'd read. Sounds like it's a little smutty. Even if it does sound like it was written in Japan. It's actually just a manga. It's part of the Waifu Britannia mod. Here, we will remember to add a port. Goldfield is depleted. Sag. It's ascent time. I think we'll take the throughput, thanks. It's not output, but it is pretty nice. Well, it's not construction efficiency, but it is nice. How are our companies doing? Well, they're all in the capital, which is hella nice. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Stranger danger. They're all prosperous. I said stranger danger because it was looking like we were lagging out. So they're doing an okay job acquiring building levels. Looks like they kind of all are. Kuwait just added waifu Kafiristan, and when you get the Yankee ruler, she puts on an American military uniform. How awesome is that? I mean, that is kind of sweet. A giant of literature. Now great writer. Not like that Dostoevsky. Kind of find it OP that companies grant you a high throughput. The companies themselves are investing the reinvestment pool, or are they reinvesting from cash reserves? So they're reinvesting. They get a proportion of the private queue that is equal to, relatively speaking, how much they're contributing to the investment pool. The problem is because like the mechanics don't really work the way they should. What they're doing now is, as a band-aid, they're giving the companies way more construction than they proportionally ought to, because otherwise the financial districts would just steal all the efficiency of them. All right, yellow fever's over though. Which we've explained this in some spots, so I don't know if I want to spend too long explaining it. But the idea is, if we have 2 companies something that's partially company ownership, and the financial districts are getting more shares, what they're going to do is the financial districts will just build over this, and they'll effectively like steal all the throughput from the other company, and you'll never get a big market share with your company, and the companies will just feel bad. So, is it ever worth it to not deplete your investment pool? No, you kind of always want it depleting, because everything in Victoria 3 snowballs. Like, even if you could wait for a time where you could get a more beneficial situation where you would get more money on the companies, like, you probably just want the buildings earlier. So you can snowball with the buildings. Continue documenting native animals. What is this? They demand transfer Selangor from us? My guy, my brother. So the question is we could demand something from them. We get a double war? Is that how that works? Hold up, chat. Hold up. If we demand something of theirs, can we get 2 wars for the price of 1? I don't even know if we want 2 wars with them, but I'm super curious. So, if we did this and did this, cute, super cute. Super cute. Can we support independence of these guys somehow? And make it so that they can join us in the war? I don't think so. Did not accept anyways. Kind of want to dampen their sphere out here. Just take home counties like an absolute fucking savage. Kind of inclined to take Guyana. You don't have an interest there though. Maybe we just want to liberate subjects. Why can we not target the Raj? We needed interest there. We do get ourselves a double rainbow, though. Victory in the great game. We won the game, bro. I think we're gonna put this so we don't necessarily have to land capital. We consolidated the holdings up here. We'll call ally. And that one. And then independence with Burma. Liberate Dynam. Call ally. Increase autonomy. Hell yeah, brother. I guess now we kind of have to land them. So maybe we should prepare for that eventuality. I think we do have a couple more naval bases in the queue. Let's kick them up to the top. And then let's add, so that's 40, this is 33. So we can add 7 more. Something like that. It's looking good. Essex is rightful Russian territory. That might be thing. It's take home counties, do it. Probably not. It's not going to be that good this early. It's not that good this early. But we are gonna liberate, yeah. It's 35 infamy always, so. Oh, it's 32 infamy. Holla. Oh, sorry, just kidding. It's 35. Why is that 30? Why did we just get 2 that are 32? Oh, because it's targeting. Got it. But 200 financial districts. I mean, that is a lot of financial districts. We could always take that at a different time, though. Let's see. Let's merge these with the 3Y guy. And then let's move the 3Y guy over there. I know there's a really good company down here. That's kind of one of the reasons we're going for Cape. Liberate Wallonia would be hurt so bad. I think I like humiliate Great Britain here at least. I'm not sure which war goal we're supposed to humiliate them in. If it matters. I think we're liberating the Raj and the one where they don't have the Raj in with them. Because I think we're fighting the Raj. Are we not? Oh, all these guys are declaring for independence at the same time? Holy shit. Raj is gonna get so cooked. So we're liberating Burma. And we're also liberating... Are we liberating Siam somewhere? Dynamage joined us in exchange for independence, I think. In one of these. Oh, looks like Burma might have as well. It's so complicated with 2 wars. Conquer British Malaya. That's cute. Alright, so that's the war goals here. I guess we'll take war reparations as well. I think that we're gonna be trying to land capital here. And we'll make sure that we have war reps in both of them. Let's do that. Guys, defending the right HQ there. Liberate Wales? Okay. Liberate Wales feels bad because it's literal just one thing. Like, liberating Scotland feels so much better. We might liberate Scotland anyways. By Wales, you mean New South Wales, right? 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 Kind of like that if we liberate Hudson Bay, we will also give ourselves an opportunity to make our thing contiguous with California. I feel like I'm missing something. Does the EIC actually finish the Victoria Terminus? I don't know, but it's really good. AI EIC? I don't know. All right, we'll liberate Wales. New South Wales. Oh, we're gonna need more. We're gonna need a bigger boat. Oh, we're already on it. All right, fair. Alright, let's see. Hopefully we don't blow our chemist up. Alright. Just as long as the chemist doesn't die. He said liberate New South Wales, right? Right? New South Wales, not Wales. He wanted New South Wales? We don't even have an interest there. I really hate liberating one province countries, though. land of what? You're talking about the UK in the future? Because that's what we be talking about. Oh, we couldn't get it in time? We're still gonna liberate Hudson Bay instead. I'm sorry, little one. Do we even have a big advantage over there? You guys are in Indonesia HQ. Not sure they got the right HQ. I think we'll make it work. Because this will be able to push the Raj. Raj is about to be sandwiched between multiple plays. I think we're going to assign these guys down here. With that guy. And I think we're going to keep this guy at home. In the Russia HQ, because we're going to need him to defend. But this guy... We should have taken Great British South Cameroon. No, no, no. Rigidity goes up by 20. What the frick? That's not how we drew it up. Clearly the next play is to liberate the Ionian Islands. True. Sorry, Degen. Was Wales even built up at all? I don't think so. I don't know if flags, what country are you playing? Man's entered chat without us having Waifu Britannia on. We're playing Russia. If only we had Waifu Britannia on, the nation we were playing would be recognized immediately. Truly. We live in a timeline. Is that just 8 dudes trying to defend against the might of the Russian army? Stalin has this, quote that is absolutely haunting, which is that it takes a brave man not to be a hero in the Red Army. Terrifying. The joke, as it were, the joke is that, you have more to fear from Stalin than you do any potential enemy. So you'd have to be quite brave to be anything but a hero. Takes a brave man not to be a hero in the Red Army. How are we not getting in against a 21 stack? Huh. Oh, we are getting in. It's just... this thing's lying. Also, we've messed up the ratio somewhere. There we go. Yeah, we're getting in. Unless they pull back the troops, which they very well might. They pulled back a 10 stack already. Good old tenor. So we will have our thing cut out for us. Getting some academic progress. Similar. He theorizes element number 69. Hell yeah. I can get behind that. Let's discover it. Let's discover what this element 69 is all about. We did discover an animal as well here. Looks like someone was too weak to take home counties. The sheer lack of power on this guy. You're losing that battle due to morale. We're winning that battle. Wait, au contraire, we're winning that battle. No one realizes it yet, but we are. Time to discover more specimens. The problem is, I don't know if we win against this 32 stack. You know? The more guys they stack here, the harder it's going to be to win. Yeah, 26 stack's not it. I don't think we can land into a 52 stack with our 72 stack, no skirmish infantry. So maybe we pivot here. I mean, it's working. Is the 26 stack coming in? I feel like it is. It's visually not, but... Jeez. His paint dried up. What a way to go. Alright, can we appoint another painter? No. Alright, we will promote a painter. How's our election going even? Yeah, Octoberist party's winning. Sound off. Johor gets wrecked. I mean, it's kind of nice right now. It'd be really nice if we nat spread skirmish off the back of this. So it'd be really nice. We're going to call her one time for natural spreading skirmish right here, and because we're so fucking handsome, we will in fact nat spread skirmish and not something like percussion cap, which would be an absolute travesty of something. Element 69 is thulium. Are you sure? I heard it was called something else. I heard it was called Sakon. I remembered I live in the Yukon. I can't drown myself in a river in a different continent. I just remembered. Feels bad, man. Looks like we're winning here, though. Unless they bring back more troops sometime. Credit those dudes. The Sun, a penny press in New York, reports that an observatory in the African Cape of Good Hope has made an amazing discovery using a giant telescope that works completely on works on a completely new principle. John Herschel. Life exists on the moon. Crazy. Rise of national liberalism. Hurrah, we get national liberals. Adam Mixowitz. He is professional interests. Writer, poet. He's moderate. I think we'd like him becoming a general here. We do have a need of men. What is this? Captain, former artillery officer, arrested for sedition. Yeah, I think we want the labor radical guy agitating. He's Poland's problem now. Hell yeah, brother. It's at the back of the queue. Actually, let's put it at the front. I think we do want more construction. Sure glad we can wreck the British Navy because they don't know how to only assign one admiral. That's super cool and immersive. A human bat? What? Crazy. Spread thin. Just keep chugging along here. Oh, we have a law pass to do, huh? Political strength from wealth, minus state penalties from turmoil. Give a little bit of rigidity, but not a lot. I don't think we just, like, want to throw in a thing. But we could do economic liberalization. Extra political strength to capitalists. Let's put that in, I think. Looks like we might have to grease some wheels here. Military interests. Bureaucratic interests. I think the tax break's like by far the best one. Now the legislature accepts. The tax just, I mean, it decreases the amount of money we're taking in, but it doesn't take the money out of the economy, so it's like not really that bad. Just give ourselves a little bit more enactment chance here. I think the business interests are more happy with us. Well, we do like free buildings, though. Oh no. New discovery of creature on a moon. New York printing press is absolutely killing it. Keep hearing about stuff from them. Adam Mickiewicz is the most famous Polish, Lithuanian, Belarusian writer. It's really funny he would become a general of the Russian army. This is welcome to the new timeline, my friend. Virginia and West Virginia should be a single state. I agree. I'm more a fan of merging all of New England, though, for like gameplay reasons. We're in, boys. They're not even trying to land us either. So we can maybe get a little cheeky. And send these guys over. Because we're going to get an occupation on them real quick then. Just 0 guys on the front. Yeah, this is cataclysmic for them. We can receive 25,000 publications by sacking their library. That seems like a lot of publications. Let's see how many publications we have in entirety of our culture. I imagine if there's a place to sack their publications, it's them, right? We have 35,000 total ones. Yeah, dude. Let's go up to 60k publications. We got your books, bitch. We got your books. We could call it Lesson in New York. Perfect. That's like my my proposal to merge North Dakota, South Dakota, Montana, and Wyoming and call it et al. I still got to convince a modder to do that for me. It'd actually be a pretty sick state, to be honest, if you merged all these. Because it'd have like 1,000 arable land. Was this 400, 640, 840 arable land, and a whole bunch of wood and coal? Like, it'd have like 400 coal. Not 400, but it'd have a lot of coal. Bad samples, yuck. What about Rhode Island? You merge it with New York. New York can have Rhode Island. Where is Rhode Island even? Oh yeah, that doesn't... No, just all of this. All of this becomes New England. From Connecticut to Maine, New England. That's the proposal. This is the way. Hopefully it doesn't blur, when we enforce the first war, hopefully it doesn't break our second, like, our occupation on the second war. We find an elk. Fantastic. Alright, now we can do the forestry stuff. We don't have a zoo yet. Maybe we could research this. Maybe we don't need general staff, eh? Maybe we're just too handsome. We never needed it. See, this seems like much less publications. Now we can lose the infamy we got from sacking Great Britain, taking their books. Unfortunately, not all these guys are going to break free, but that's kind of okay with us. Looks like we're starting to lose fronts in some spots. We're going to send this army to help defend down here. Really doesn't seem too critical, though. Considering what's happening to Great Britain currently. Yeah. At least merge Columbia District with something. Texas and California, perhaps. Really want that Texafornia merge. What will I do without New Hampshire? I don't know. Shrug and keep playing. Typical American doesn't know what a map of the US looks like. I mean, everything that's east of New York, we just call New England and call it a day. Wish there was a YouTube equivalent to Fivehead. Feels bad. Man. Why do so few people live in both Dakotas IRL? The states are huge. They should have a lot of mass migration pull, because it's fucking cold up there. Economic liberalization seems like a really good repeatable law. I think it just overwrites its effects. Most of its effects are just like a timed modifier. Oh, but it's decaying, yeah. It seems pretty good. What is this? Double Austria. Not like this. Landlocked Austria. What culture? Wait, what is this? it will fail. We have to convince someone else to join. No! No! What a world, what a world. We'll still reject it. We'll assert executive authority. Alright. A little bit yikes, though. A little bit yikes. I mean, we could... Taking France forever to pull their weight here. Obscena? Maybe something we can get off of? Actually, let's land with these guys. In the Highlands. I think they get in right quick. Maybe. We need to find more specimens. We do. I don't know if we'll get more specimens than them, actually. I mean, we could try. I don't know. Seems like a tough ask. Maybe we should have stayed on researching skirmish infantry, actually. Kind of going through it a little bit. Now that they actually have their troops here, they're kind of grinding us down. God, I feel so reactive to swap back. I don't think it's going to end up... We should have just stayed on it. Skirmish infantry is such an important tech. I mean, they're not going to push us out, I guess. If this deoccupies us, we're going to reload. It doesn't. Cool. Oh no, East India. Whatever will you do? However will you handle this? Are they still at war? Oh, they are still at war. I think they implode after this. Okay, these guys are ticking. I was like, why aren't they moving? Wait, why aren't they ticking down? I'm confused. They were at 58 before. Yeah, Austria just imploded on their own. You could also say Dakotas are cold, but Alberta is much more densely populated. It's just the Canadians have fewer options when it comes to being cold. Yeah, basically. Can't go south. Can't wait for the return of the 6. It's gonna be sick. Didn't we... Bro, we're trying to liberate you right now. Are we not? Oh, no, we liberated that. Is this incorporated? Yeah. If it wasn't incorporated. Alright, now we get +8. What's our ticking status? We are ticking down too, though. So we have to not lose the capital. We won't do a defensive pact with Hungary, but we will just guarantee their independence. Looking for the block interaction. That's the one. Hanover's gonna be kind of good. That makes all the civic things cheaper. I guess we don't need general staff. God, now I feel really extra stupid. Because this will be decided one way or the other before general staff. Hell yeah. Gold depleted in Cali. You don't say. Ah, we can't nationalize buildings. No. No, no, no. Thriving railway company. Winning the great game with a final climactic battle. This is what we wanted. Not inspired. General staff, more like general gaming. Ayo. Hey Tarkus, welcome to the stream. How you be? General staff, we're saving it for the next playthrough, that's right. Feels bad, man. We'll let that guy own his own magazine. Hopefully that won't disrupt things. Hopefully that won't cause problems. One more tick here is all that's needed. As long as we don't randomly lose that. Get wrecked. Idiots. Now our thing is gonna fail again. No! Alright, we have 61 maneuvers. Oh, did I just go dum-dum mode there? I just went dum-dum mode there. Don't have enough maneuvers to do that. Not enough clout, man. This guy's law vote is at -19. This vote fails. Right? We're right here. We're right at the cusp of greatness, and we can't do this. The market liberals aren't helping us pass the fucking law that they're supposed to like. Terrible. We could get 7% this way, but our legislature will still reject, and we'll lose state construction efficiency for years. It's over, guys. I think we just cancel. Well, why don't we see what happens here? But it just says it'll fail. Damn, feels bad, man. We'll see what it looks like when we fail, though, I guess. Hey, they imploded. Unfortunately, we don't have already stacked reduction modifiers, but we do want to get Bengal. What are the best states to take? This is unincorporated. I mean, they're all just going to cost like 6 infamy, or the same 6. Except for Bengal. Bengal's recognized. They'll cost more. Or 14 if they're incorporated. I think Sind is worth 6 infamy. And this will give us a native interest in the region. And they just say yes, which is fantastic. Let's also incorporate some more of this stuff. You'll play as an actual moderator? Yeah, we have one moderator. He can ban you. Cooking up CK3 videos, enjoying time away from Vic3, Giga Chad. I was expecting you to post... You did more Vic3 runs than you posted videos. I was a little surprised. Have you tried to timbers to steel? Wait, what? I'm not sure. Bombay has gold? Bombay has the unique building. But Bombay's already incorporated, so it's going to be the same price no matter when we go for it. A lot of these guys, there is a window on the unincorporated states where it's going to be way cheaper on the infamy. So I think we want to kind of try and abuse that while we can. Like this. It will be cheaper. But we don't have an interest there. What is this? Foreign investment rights in the CSA? Not like this. They want to buy the slaves again. Jesus. You guys already fought over this. Alberta Independence Party in the provincial government. 820 votes. Yeah, I just didn't feel like making videos out of those runs. Oh, you have the raw thing and then you just didn't want to do it? Sat down to do a script and was like, man, I don't feel like it. Feels bad, man. Timber Steel is a Navy mod for Vic 3. It makes Navy fun. I have not tried it. Instead, Vic 3 Beginner Guide has been steadily getting more and more views. Augers. I need to do more beginner content. Oh, watch us fail. Watch us whip and then watch them say nay nay. Yeah. Whip, whip. Watch them nay nay. Oh, we just get a setback. Does that mean we get more... Oh, we get more space. Okay. Then we could do this. And then we'll get one more setback. And then we'll be able to sway these guys. We didn't brick. They didn't nay. Are we supposed to help the CSA? Is that the timeline? Not like this. I think we're supposed to try and conquer this for the cheapo infamy. And they say yes. I think we'll incorporate Sind here. So Nagpur. I wish there was an incorporated map mode. Is it incorporated? Yes, no. We might have just nabbed kind of all the unincorporated things that were possible. Or there's a little bit on Travancore. Which, to be fair... I mean, it'll cost us another 7 infamy here. What are we getting for 7 infamy? 1.4 million pops, so we basically have the perfectly wrong amount of pops, but there is gold there. A little bit of iron. Not sure if that's worth, to be honest. I think we just leave that on the table. I mean, we might end up taking it later, but... we can get an even bigger discount than the unincorporated discount, so I think that that's fine. Well, but we're not going to go colonial offices this run. This is not going to be a colonial offices run. Maybe that's actually just a okay deal. Maybe it's okay. American demanding foreign investment rights. CSIA wants war rep. Nothing burger war. Yeah. I had a friend who once said, we'll talk about small independence movements in Alberta. Less men have held off the Persian Empire. Oh, Jesus. So we could reduce autonomy on some of these boys. We are going to want to annex South Africa. 15 infamy. We can just save up and do that. And that would feel pretty good. Garwal might have... I mean, we could go for that, for Punjab. We could go for that. I'm not sure how we're ever linking that up. Okay, we'd have to take this. I guess the flip side niceness of taking... Oh, we already have a native interest there. I was going to say, us getting a native interest is actually kind of nice, but we already have one. So we Gucci. I thought they didn't hold off the Persians, that Spartans and the Thebans lost the battle. Well, I mean the Athenians afterwards did. Wonder why these guys all suddenly want us to invest. Is it because we have way more eco slash stuff? See what we can do here. Man, feels bad. No painter for us. No painter for Giuseppe. I mean, can't we just afford to incorporate this? It looks like it. Oh, maybe this company's a bust. Punjab. Athenians lose every battle, of course. Wait, didn't they win a really significant naval battle? Maybe we don't want this company, though. Because the main reason we wanted it was the bureaucracy, because we were like, oh, we could do more institutions, but... feeling like we're kind of fine on that front. Oh, we decreased suffrage. That's why. 35 weeks to increase. I think we just wait and annex Persia. Musical workers of the world on time. What are we doing? Could add more unis here. Yeah, we're gonna need to add more construction in just a second. We found an element, boys. What does it taste like? I don't know. I don't know. Let's find out. Poor Dostoevsky sucks at writing. Man, the truth hurts. Let's try isolating this. Naval battles, pah! I spit on the Navy. Real men fight in the dirt. That's fair. Okay, so now we can redeem favors on these guys, and now the legislature will accept. And we will get economic liberalization. What's this about, my guy? Conquer Gujarat? Do we want to just brick our war reps so we can thumb the shit out of their pie? That doesn't seem it. Not to do over Gujarat. Especially because we liberate them later. Dostoevsky, of course, famously a poor writer. I mean, who else calls a book Brothers Karamazov? Am I right? Yeah, basically. Crime and punishment. Well, which one is it? Is it crime or is it punishment? Well, it's actually quite complicated. You see, there's crime, and then there's also punishment. A likely story. Yeah, education increasing even further just feels so nice here. We're starting to become more literate, guys. Maybe we let Syria in a little bit. Oh yeah. Nice temp effect, bro. I don't think we can... Yeah, repass it or something like that. Well, we could put different dudes into government. I don't think they have enough clout for us to pass anything, though. Because the problem is we have too much rigidity. We're too rigid. We gotta get rid of this. Because it gives minus 20% enactment chance, so the only things we can pass are stuff that is over 20%. This is over 20%, so could we pass wealth voting if we slot the other government in? I mean, we can check, I guess. Alright, alright. I see you. We get just the additional option to pass this. I don't think exclusion gives us anything that segregation racial. Oh no, it does. It gives us the ability to use Beijing. Yeah. Turn up. And this is gonna help to make the other guys better. Our law will fail. That's true. We have to somehow convince the Orthodox Church to like it, but they're not that far off of liking it. We could give them a tax break and they'll like it. And then when we get more maneuvers, we can get some other people. Okay, okay, okay. Wow. Wow, what we were. Look at this from passing that law. Something like this. Pride and Prejudice. These authors think they can have both. Shake my head, basically. War and Peace, even. You know what's actually funny about War and Peace? Is currently in Russia, or like when the Ukrainian special military operation started, you would get arrested for both saying war and for saying peace. Lincoln rolled reckless. To be honest, maybe he was a little bit reckless. Me when I say generalist mom, no, not the generalist mom jokes. This mod tends to make one right quite rigid. It's true. It's really rough in Better Politics mod at the moment. It's hard to break it. It is hard to break it. I don't know. We've been trying. There keeps being an event that gives us just like plus 20. I don't know exactly what's causing it. I wish I knew. So we could try and go after it, but I mean, we're still getting laws through, kind of. I mean, we're about to pass a banger, so cultural exclusion looks like we're in pretty good shape for it. So, speaking of a banger, more wood for everyone. That's true. And this. Improved forestry was completed, so that means our biologist. Guess we're gonna let him idle? This doesn't have anything to do. Looking for places that have qualifications and negative tax situation. You'd get arrested for holding a blank sheet of paper? Yeah, my favorite was the video of the woman who was like, I love what you're doing here, I agree with you. She like goes up to the police and then they promptly arrest her too. It's like, nope. Guess not. So we're in pretty good shape here, I think. Haven't really gotten to science up as much as we would like. God, this idiot, terrible author Dostoevsky just keeps hanging out. I hear the spirit of Dale Earnhardt, powerful engine ripping by. I can feel it deep in my plums. God, Austria and home counties just nipped everything, huh? We got all the arts. We were supposed to try and take it. Made progress, cool. East Africa wants an embassy. Kind of want to take Oman here. Observatory needs a PM. Why don't we put this here and then build a port, because we know we will forget otherwise. And then find our observatory. Probably got to stop soon if we're going to do what we know we need to do tonight. Do get a nice little weather station. Paper's been known to inflict cuts, true. You can write anything you want on a piece of paper. Exactly. You can't be shown endorsing that kind of thing. The trade unions are now pissed. I guess we could just entrench it. Oh no, wait. We still got more time. Persia left. How the fuck did that happen? Wait, what? Hold the phone. Persia was definitely a subject of ours. You don't just get to leave. What is this? Bro, that's so stupid. Two of our subjects were fighting each other. We didn't support them, so they both broke free. I'm gonna have a look-see at that. I'm gonna have a look-see at that. I don't know, that feels not, Gigachad Persia decided their destiny. Yeah, they're like, you know what? My music is my expression. Almost as stupid as India breaking free? Well, some of that is WAD. Like, we didn't abuse the mechanic to, like, get them to just get wrecked, but let's see what this war goal is about. Yeah, so if we can't side with either of these guys, it's gonna be cancer. Okay, these guys want Kandahar, Kabulistan. So we're gonna have to side with one. God, this is insipid as hell. We can't just say, stop fighting, you idiots. Actually, just really stupid. I think we want to subsidize and auto-expand, eh? Persia just decides to up and leave. They're like, smell you later, dog. Smell you, idiot. And dad doesn't pick side, both his children won't run away from home, yeah. Persia doing pro-gamer moves. But actually, maybe this is actually the strat for breaking free in general. I'm gonna say no. So you can blackmail the leader here. I think negotiate tax break is kind of the one we're a fan of here, just in general. We'll do that on them as well. We have less than 10 legislative ability? Not like this. I guess we're switching to this. Hopefully our law keeps going. Persia's struggling. Persia is struggling. Maybe they're bankrupt. They started a big-ass war, went bankrupt. Whoa, we suddenly have really negative bureaucracy, huh? Do we have an empty cabinet? Oh, we have no prime minister. That'll do it, huh? Appoint a lot of different boyos. I think I like the idea of appointing the market liberal guy, though. So that's why we were also not legitimate on the other one. Do we have another? No, okay, it just hasn't caught up yet. How did they even declare? I thought you couldn't declare war on a subject like this. I'm not sure. They were a puppet. It might just be that there's the wrong subject type. I don't know. In either case, we write it a wrong. They want to buy a zoo animal on us. Or off of us. Not on us. On us would be weird. Weird and cringe. Let's do that. So we'll have a native interest in Sakhalin after a little bit, which is going to be nice. We have examined an element. We have tasted it. I hope the lab is insured as well. Both the lab and the lad. Yeah, we're gonna get a little bit more juice the next tick through. Here we go. I think I do like this law system better. Well, it's not random. It's like a question is, do we want randomness in the thing? Maybe us getting bureaucracy was good. I don't know what we have, like some super negative modifier. I don't know what it is. It's changing. Maybe it's just increasing price dramatically. Sus. We're changing the price of our things. Prepares us for Olympic Games. Doping agency. You could try spamming elections to reduce rigidity. Not sure if it would benefit you. Appoint you as PM, Mr. Gaming. I guess mod. We can mod you, I think. Although there we go. Don't necessarily want to just approve people who ask, though. Probably actually a leak. Tourism, hell yeah, brother. We are going to entrench interest there. And now they vote yes. Perfect. Tourists do pay for art and culture. Wait, holy shit, that's a lot. 46k? Just free money? What's it based off of? Oh, I wish I knew how it was calculated, because this has to be based on the amount of like art and culture we have, I guess. Come on, me. I'll indiscriminately ban people if they say war and peace. How about this? I'll mod you, but only ban people who talk about what didn't happen in June of 1989. Or time them out, rather. Too late. They said the banned words. Can I be a mod? No. I only have 2 mods currently. And Palea already has his hooks in. If he wants to mess with things, he can already mess with things, so modding him is basically 0 risk. If he wants to go rogue. Nobody wants a piece of my wharf. True. The truth hurts. I think we're going to annex these guys. Except we can't diplomatically. Alright, we just have to wait on this and then annex Persia. Yes, sir, journalists. Yeah. Or if they're talking smack on Carthage. There we go. Got him. Technically, BMP has randomness too, because IGs will have random popularity modifiers that are given to them, and then also devs want to have a new movement system integrated better with the mod. Yeah, the movement system I'm not sure feels like it's really doing too much, but I can't really tell. It's much less obvious. But that, like, could be me just not looking closely enough type of thing. I guess a lot of things decreased flood, the negative effects of flood. Flood is just so catastrophic, though. Yeah. Start with the capital there. These guys really spaghettied when they were supposed to lasagna. How much does this mod job pay? I think modders do it for free. You get paid in feet picks. Journalist feet picks? Hell yeah, brother. Dude, I have like Hobbit feet. Like literally looks like Hobbit feet. Okay, so we can build a zoo now. Please tell me a zoo is not a building we can have multiple of. Tell me it's not a building that's gonna lag everything out. Maybe we're supposed to wait. I feel like it should be in here. Let's just go to the capital and see if we can find a zoo. Okay, why can't we build a zoo? We need exotic animals. That makes sense. Okay. That makes sense. Putting the cart before the horse. So we'll have this guy start catching animals. Anyway, before anyone asks, I'll never leak them. Thanks, my feet are safe with you. We had to make sure in our, not our last teaser, but the one before it, we had to censor the feet. If we've evolved from apes, then why are there still apes? Because apes have evolved from apes. Bam. Science. The apes we evolved from aren't around anymore. They evolved into other apes. Some of those apes are us. Apes together strong. Bagel POV? Yeah, basically. The full experience. We get archaeological museum, I think. Or do we? We do, but I'm guessing we need artifacts. But we can now get an archaeologist at some point. First archaeological team. Alright. We'll click the button. Huh. output on wood. That seems good. Union federations, what is all this? Seemed okay. Nitro would be nice, but it's not spreading. There's actually a lot of tier 2 tech that can not spread to us before we get general staff. I think we're going to actually actively research general staff here. We don't want to get caught with our pants down again, with our shoes off. This war is taking way longer than it should. Oh no. We want to be subsidizing all the railways. I thought we would be. Oh, we forgot to turn this on. Not like this. I guess let's go through the PMs. We really have no fertilizer things? I guess not. Samara, Kursk. Do some of that. I ironically tried that bagel recipe and completely burnt it. You gotta cut the bagel right. Feels bad, man. Did you press the bagel setting on your toaster? You gotta do that too. That's a must. Didn't we have 500 construction? I'm just imagining things. Thought we had 500 construction. Maybe we had a throughput modifier and we lost it. Market liberals are being annoying. We hate to see it. That's nice. Here we go. Oh my god, no. No, no, no. Alright, now's gonna be the best time to annex those guys. Because they're gonna have unincorporated states. We have to do it through different means. Of course they just say yes because we're so hands. We weren't handsome enough, chat. Truth hurts. Human rights sounds subversive. Wouldn't it be funny if you roughed political agitation for ironic purposes, of course? Ha 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 ha. Not for the fascism. The issue was toaster was smaller and narrower, so I really need to flatten the bagel with the book just to jam it in there. Well, that you just have to smush it harder, bro. That does sound like a skill issue, to be honest. I don't have any buttons on my toaster. American home appliances are just built different, true. The mode actually does have it. It makes it so it's hotter on the inside, so you toast like the in part of the bagel more than like the out part. It like actually is relevant. We have like infinite legislative ability, so it's not really been our problem. We finished colonizing Sakhalin, thank God. So now we should have another interest. Shout out to Persia, just like annexing our subject for us, basically. Could protectorate Iraq here, too. I think it's fine. We probably should have actually... It actually would have been cheaper to wait until we had civilizing mission. By empowering a new mod, you have sacrificed some of your handsomeness, showering weakness to the Vic3 AI. Not like this. Persia left annoying crumbs on that subject, though. That's fine. The subject's independent now, I think, because we didn't help them out. Oh, they're still our subject? Wow. What a time to be alive. That just seems like pure upside, so... Seems like just pure upside to me. I think we do want to annex these guys so we can do their company, but... Alright. Oh, wait, this place is adjacent, so they should get progress, right? They have access. Yeah, buddy. Guess we have to say no? Can we buy a scientist from someone else? We cannot. Recruit foreign scientists is right there. Netherlands wants to give us a power block embassy. Hell yeah. We're gonna be recruiting them into our country. Hell yeah. East Africa's probably gonna end up being freaking expensive, so... I wonder how... God, I hate this bug so much. Alright, Great Britain has a GDP of 50 million. Next up is France at 42, and then Prussia at 40, or at 20, so we're pretty far ahead at this point. I think we'll add cavalry on this front, just to push it much faster. Considering there's such huge advantage there. Hey journalists, hey Zach, welcome back. you were here this morning. I was testing out Persia for multiplayer, and I don't know how to pressure the landowners to make the market liberal as a leader. So, the landowner is gonna be a part of a movement. So he's gonna support maybe the liberal movement. And so what you need to do is you need to bolster that movement until it's pressuring the landowners. I think it's generally the liberal movement, so you will just have to bolster the movement. And whatever other movement is attracting landowners, you could spend further authority to suppress them if you wanted. To really try and like push it as much as possible. Well, getting a setback's actually pretty bad in this system. Look at domestic only, places where we have lots of peasants and qualifications. Something like that. Yeah, liberal just gotta wait. Yeah, it might take a while. Do gnomes produce free gizmos in this timeline? Unfortunately not. Or they might, we just don't have any gnomes. And in the future, the new kit's on December 2nd, thank God. Well, finally we find our way out. God, that's gonna age so bad if like nuke deploys, if Russia deploys a tactical nuke. It's like actual on the could happen list. I do want to annex these guys. I think that $69. Quite a bit of time. Only 14 infamy, but maybe we're supposed to put in a company. Yeah, I managed to get like all my IG's Democrat leaders by radicalizing liberal movement, going to oligarchy to autocracy. It's pretty fun. Yeah. So this is like the switching back and forth and the like reactionary nature of the new system is actually pretty neat. We're not like with the Better Politics mod currently, I feel like I'm not really feeling this system, the political movement system. But Better Politics has their own system. We're getting kind of close to rigidity getting downgraded, and then we can actually do stuff instead of just being stuck on the monarchy for forever. He returns with animals, nice. Oh, that's a lot of guys to the zoo. So now we should be able to construct a zoo, but in the capital only. As was foretold. You're right, I'll travel through the radiated wasteland to find you and give you as many backshots as you want. Jesus. Sometimes you just start reading a comment, not thinking of the consequences that follow. Do you think we gotta wrap up. It's 10 o'clock. Okay. This is a joke, obviously. Yeah. Disclaimer, joke disclaimer. Talks about something horrific. Wait a second. Must clarify for chat. Was in fact joking. But like actually. I wonder if anyone's streaming Victoria 3 right now. I mean obviously one person is because we're streaming it, but Someone's streaming, but it's in what looks like Korean? No, that's not Korean. What is that? I don't even know what language that is. No, that might be Korean. They're playing Brazil, so no easy layup as to what they're playing. So I guess we'll wrap this episode up. We won the great game. We're starting to get in deep on some of the Morgenroete stuff. I think we do have like the biggest literature publications. We can actually see because we took all of the UK's books, I think, and we've had a writer like the whole time, so I have to imagine we're crushing them in that regard. Do you recommend playing on a mod that expands decrees? I don't know of a specific mod that I would recommend that expands decrees, but let's see. Let's see Paul Allen's scientists and artists. Yeah, look at that, 23,000 publications. Terrible. And then UK, after we stole 25,000 books from them, has 100,000 books. Just kidding. We still have no fucking culture. Man, the truth hurts. DJ, you gotta bring it down like one notch. Oh, have we been able to do this? Bro. We were looking for events to pop up and tell us. But so, I guess we still don't have as much culture as the UK in the books department. We have a lot of romantic masterworks. Having no active painter kind of sucks. I think we're not doing that well. And this as well. What are we doing? We're trying to stop, not keep playing. DJ living up to his name? Fair. Fair. Walked into that one. Almost 100 million GDP. Not that GDP like matters when we're like playing the culture type of thing. We want this state so bad, too. We know what hides in the shadows. Victoria Terminus. Railway buildings throughput for everyone. Yeah, you switch countries so don't save? That's true. We already... Not that I think we have to worry too much about... Well, we worry about losing our GDP line and this type of thing. But we don't have to worry about achievements, I don't think. Your line would no longer be erect. True. True. Alright, guys. I think we're going to end the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. Just a little bit of some late night session. It was kind of longer than I anticipated being, but I did want to play a little bit more on the save. I really love the Morgenroete mod. It's a shame that it causes the game to lag up, but like we're not lagging too hard. Yeah, we kind of are starting to get there though, huh? God, I wish this mod just didn't lag. I have a throat infection right now. If I die from laughing too much, it's on you. The truth hurts. No. I killed a man. Anyways, see you guys later. Bye-bye now.